Caitlin Clark just went on national television and told the world the Indiana Fever are her favorites to win the championship.
Caitlin Clark says Fever will be favored to win 2026 WNBA title and talks new CBA. All right, here it says, ahead of the 2026 campaign, Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is confident in her squad. She said the Fever will be the favorite to win it all during an NBC broadcast, though she added that Indiana's roster is still coming together amid free agency. The priority, she said, is bringing back Kelsey Mitchell.
Let that sink in. The face of basketball just publicly crowned her own team as title favorites. Confidence. Absolutely. But here's the problem. Her coach might be the one thing standing in the way of that. It's becoming reality. Stephanie White is under fire right now. And honestly, she should be. When you have Caitlin Clark on your roster, when she's out there telling NBC that this team is ready to win it all, and you're still making the same questionable decisions that held them back last season, that's not a coaching slip. That's a fireable offense waiting to happen. Let's go back to what Caitlin actually said.
Great core, our first priority is to sign Kelsey Mitchell back. Was first team all WNBA last year. Kind of my running mate in the backcourt. She makes it really easy for me. So, there's nothing like playing for the Fever. I think we're going to be the favorite to win it all. That's out there.
All right, you heard her say she's my backcourt mate. She makes the game really easy for me. I want Kelsey back. Okay.
She was asked about the Fever's chances this season. Most players give the safe answer. We're working hard. We'll see. Caitlin? She looked straight into the camera and said she believes Indiana is the team to beat. She said they have the pieces, the chemistry, the talent. She said championship. That's not just hype. That's a player who knows exactly what she's capable of. That's a player who's been waiting for her coach to match her intensity and her belief. And so far, Stephanie White hasn't. Let's talk about the dumb decisions that keep happening. Rotations that make no sense. Pulling Caitlin when she's in rhythm. Sticking with lineups that clearly don't work. Not trusting the best player to close out games. Last season, we watched White tinker with minutes, experiment with bench rotations that backfired. It cost the Fever games they should have won. There was the game against the Liberty, where she sat Clark for the final 3 minutes, while the offense stalled. There was the playoff game where she refused to go small against a switching defense and watched the lead evaporate. These aren't one-off mistakes. They're a pattern. This season, the excuses are gone. The roster is stacked. The expectations are sky high. And the only person who hasn't figured it out yet is the head coach. Caitlin Clark is doing her part. She's putting up MVP numbers. She's drawing double teams every night. She's making everyone around her better. She's selling out arenas. She's the reason the Fever are even in the championship conversation. And what does she get in return? A coach who still seems unsure how to use her. A coach who overcomplicates what should be simple. Give the ball to your best player and get out of the way. Stephanie White. This is your last chance. You have the most transcendent talent women's basketball has ever seen. You have a team that Caitlin Clark herself just called championship favorites. You have a fan base that expects nothing less than a deep playoff run. If you mess this up, there's no coming back from it. The front office is watching. The players are watching. Caitlin Clark is watching. And if you keep making the same mistakes, keep overthinking simple decisions, keep holding this team back. Don't be surprised when the organization decides they need someone who can actually coach at this level. Let's be clear about what coaching at this level means. It means understanding that Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's the engine. You don't bench the engine when the car is running. You don't sub her out in crunch time to preserve minutes for a game that's already slipping away. You trust her. You ride her. You let her win games that she's proven she can win. This isn't about being harsh for the sake of it. It's about facts. Great coaches elevate their stars. They put them in positions to succeed. They don't tinker with what's working. They don't pull their best player because of some pre-planned minute restriction. They ride the hot hand. They trust their franchise player, and they win. We haven't seen enough of that from Stephanie White. We've seen hesitation. We've seen confusion. We've seen lineups that make fans scream at their TVs. And now, with Caitlin Clark publicly declaring this team is ready to win it all. The pressure is on. You can't mess this up. There's no more excuses. No more we're still learning. No more it's a process. The process is over. The time is now. Caitlin Clark is ready. The team is ready. The only question is whether the coach is ready. The clock is ticking. Every game matters. Every rotation will be scrutinized. Every decision White makes from here on out will determine not just the Fever's season, but her own future. Because if you have Caitlin Clark and you don't win, there's only one person who gets blamed. So here's what I want to know. Do you trust Stephanie White to lead this team to a championship? Drop your take in the comments. I want to see where the fans stand. Hit that like button if you believe. Caitlin Clark deserves a coach who matches her greatness. And subscribe because we're not stopping. Every game, every questionable rotation, every time the coach holds this team back. We'll be here breaking it down, Caitlin Clark said championship. Stephanie White, don't be the reason it doesn't happen.